our state police, our first responders, from the 9/11 operators to the various men and women from our medical professions. We got him. It said to New Yorkers, we want to protect the people of this city.
I have no idea why they're broadcasting from a TV.
Bring terror to everyday New Yorkers. And I want to thank everyday New Yorkers who called in tips, who responded, who helped those passengers who were injured. 33 shots, but less than 30 hours later, we were able to say, we got it. Thank you, Commissioner, for your leadership. Your job well done.
And now, Police Commissioner of the City of New York, Keyshawn Sewell.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. I am truly fortunate to stand here among these extraordinary investigators and federal partners to make this announcement. Moments ago, Frank Robert James was stopped on the street and arrested by members of the New York City Police Department. Officers, in response to a Crime Stoppers tip, stopped Mr. James at 1:42 p.m. at the corner. Partners, including those from the FBI NYPD Joint Terrorism Task Force, the ATF PD Crime Gun Intelligence Center, and the Regional Task Force led by the United States Marshal Service. We hope this arrest brings some solace to the victims and the people of the city of New York. We used every resource at our disposal to gather and process significant evidence that directly links Mr. James to the shooting. We were able to shrink his world quickly. There was nowhere left for him to run.
You were following him.
I'd like to turn it over to Chief James Essick for details.
He was an FBI person.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to update the public on yesterday's incident on the subway in Brooklyn on the Manhattan-bound N train. Through the course of this investigation, we developed additional information and evidence. Mr. Frank James,
how's it hard? Oh, maybe you had the cameras on. This wouldn't have happened.
Yesterday's horrific incident.
3 cameras out of 10,000 that they have in the subway.
He is known
3
to us
cameras
and
that
has
cover
ties in
this.
Wisconsin, Ohio,
We're off.
Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York City. His arrest history in New York is 9 prior arrests, dating from 1992
He's been
to
arrested 9
1998.
times.
Those include possession of burglary tools 4 times, criminal sex act, theft of service 2 times. He was arrested on a New Jersey warrant.
He's a
He also
sex
has
offender.
criminal tampering. He has 3 arrests in New Jersey, in 1991, 1992, and 2007. They are for trespass, larceny, and disorderly conduct. So yesterday, we recovered video of him
And it's all the white
prior
man's fault.
to the incident entering the
That's what
Kings
they're gonna
Highway
say.
subway station. He has the same black cart that he has later recovered on the crime scene. The pictures are to my right over here. This state.
It's available electronically after this.
This station is 3 blocks from where we recovered the U-Haul truck that he rented in Philadelphia. The key to that truck was recovered at the crime
What was
scene.
in the U-Haul?
This jacket,
Does anybody
the
know?
distinctive orange jacket, was also recovered, as well as his construction helmet he was wearing.
What was in the U-Haul
And
truck?
We recovered that in a garbage bin in transit. We believe, but this is still early in the investigation, that after firing his weapon 33 times at innocent New York City subway riders,
And nobody
Mr.
was
James
killed.
boarded an R train that had pulled into the station, went 1 stop up, and exited at 25th Street Station. We also have a picture of that. The gun used in this, a 9mm Glock, which was recovered at this crime scene, was purchased by Mr. James in 2011 in Ohio. We tracked Mr. James, and his last known whereabouts was 7th Avenue and 9th Street in Park Slope, entering the subway. Minutes ago, thankfully, NYPD patrol officers from the 9th Precinct responded to St. Mark's and First Avenue, where they apprehended him without incident. This case was quickly solved using technology, video canvassing, and then getting that information out to the public. So I can't speak highly enough of the partners we had, the FBI, Mike Driscoll, ATF, John DeVito, U.S. District Attorney from Easton, Breon Peace, and the coordination and within the Detective Bureau. Tommy Galati from Intel, our Transit Bureau, our Patrol Services Bureau. Phenomenal job less than 30 hours later to arrest this individual. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Breon Peace.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Yesterday was a dark day for all of us, but the bright spots of the incredible heroism of our fellow New Yorkers helping each other in a time of crisis, the quick response by our first responders, and the hard work by all of our law enforcement partners that has been ongoing is truly a bright spot here. Today, Frank James has been charged by complaint in Brooklyn Federal Court with one count of violating 18 U.S.C. sections 1992 A7 and B1, which prohibits terrorist and other violent attacks against mass transportation systems. He has been apprehended. He will be arraigned in federal court in Brooklyn, and if convicted, he will face a sentence of up to life imprisonment. My office at Park, Brooklyn, in the Eastern District of New York, Frank James did knowingly and without lawful authority and permission commit an act, including the use of a dangerous weapon, with the intent to cause death and serious bodily injury to passengers and MTA employees on the New York City subway system. The government will prove, among other things, that James traveled across state lines in order to commit the offense and transported materials across the state line in aid of the commission of the offense. We, in the Eastern District of New York U.S. Attorney's Office, are working closely with all of our law enforcement partners, the FBI, NYPD, ATF, U.S. Marshal Service, and others, including the King County District Attorney's Office. And my office and our law enforcement partners will use every tool at our disposal.
Alright, I'm not even paying attention to what's going on here. Yeah, okay, justice. This is just, it's all jabroniism at this point. Well, I don't know, we'll find out more. I'll update a video on this. I'd like to be able to do this and then add a video to make it like a longer segment and then do all that up on a podcast. I really think my podcasting, I'm really enjoying that. And if you guys haven't checked it out, I'm on Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, all those platforms. So, there I am burping again. Jeez, man, I hate my life. I need a great big mute button. What if I have mute on this? Oh, wait, you know what? We're going to play around and find out. You guys love me because I'm real life. I'm telling you the way it is. Let's see here. Let's go to this. Okay, so, can you hear me? I think so. And then I hit this. What did that do? That didn't mute anything.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here today.
Good thing. Pauses.
As
Oh, that's crazy.
just discussed, Mr. James is now facing a federal charge for his actions.
So what if I
Terrorist attack
hold
on
it?
mass transit. We have two ways
Oops.
you can get in contact with us, because I want to be very clear that this is
That turns
still
on
an
Siri.
ongoing investigation.
Huh. I had no idea what these things did.
Mr. James's activities.
See if I do.
Digital
do that.
information, please reach out to us. Contact the FBI,
Oh,
1-800-FBI,
no. And then if I hit
or
both
you can
buttons.
provide digital media through
Oh, well.
FBI.gov.
Alright guys, like I said, this is They got the guy finally. I mean, it's absolutely inexcusable what happened here. And watch it, it's going to be like, they're going to start sending ghost guns. They're going to do everything. They're going to try to turn this on you, the American people, that this is your fault. When in reality, this is a psycho, that somehow the only 3 cameras that don't work in New York City were the 3 cameras of the subway. Nobody that was on the subway has been interviewed. This whole thing is convoluted, messed up, and I don't trust it. I don't know why. I just feel like there's more out there. And this guy, I got a feeling with the talking about how many different ties he had. He's part of a bigger organization at the end of the day. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. When I know more, you'll know more. And thanks for putting up with me. I'm sorry my martini lunch was screwed up. I mean, I have a doctor that twiddling his thumbs, he got confused. He didn't know how to take one thumb and put it over the other. So, this is just... And I have a thing, I have this new curse, okay? Nurses, for the most part, like, I haven't seen a nurse under 200 pounds. Anyway, it is what it is. Guys, I love you. Peace out. Till later. Stay frosty.